Hey everybody, we're finally back to Spyro 2. Sorry for like, I don't know, a 3-month-long break.
Yeah.
This is half because I wanted to make my, finish my Hat in Time video, which I worked really hard on and appreciate any views, by the way. But also half because I'm lazy, because I could have recorded this like 3 weeks ago, but I didn't.
Also, just apologies for the spotty schedule in general in this channel. It's like life's
I
just
know, right?
getting ahead of all.
Responsibility, man.
Yeah.
Though this is probably the worst time to get back to this specific game because there's certain things going on against Activision that I don't want to get into right now because it's way too serious for this. Yeah. All I'll say about that is, god dang, I already hate.
It's mainly with the World of Warcraft devs.
Yeah, it seems to be Blizzard, but Activision's still in charge of Blizzard, so they still could have stepped in. Anyway, Activision sucks even more so than I thought. That's all I'm gonna say about that because it's way too serious of a topic for this Spyro LP video. But for now, Spyro, yeah, this is Scorch. In my opinion, one of the weakest levels in the game. It's not bad, it's just okay. I think that's actually both levels in this video, if I'm being honest.
Oh, really?
So, yeah. The next one after this is Fracture Hills, which is mostly okay, but has an awful mission in it, which I'll get into later. But for the main goal of this is just to hit the 3 buttons to open up the gate so you can progress, which I am ignoring right now because shiny things.
Man, it looks kind of pretty.
Oh yeah, it is. Though there's a little bit of censorship. These guys had guns in the original game, but they're slingshots now. Lame.
How dare they? It's like a DK64 with a shotgun.
Can't show that.
Yeah.
Can't show kids that guns exist. You know, even though K. Rool has a blunderbuss and Donkey Kong Country and stuff like that.
I mean, it was a prop. It was with the costume. I mean, I guess you can start working it here though, so it's like whatever.
I wouldn't call it a prop when you can fire spike balls out of the thing, right?
It's a functional prop.
Well, Dylan.
And blow yourself around.
Dylan, spike balls aren't bullets.
Well, you try and dodge a spike ball that's coming at you at the speed of firepower.
Now they're going pretty slow, if I remember right. Like, don't they like go really slowly but in circles?
Much slower
Yeah.
I can dodge that
But he
pretty
gets
easily.
faster.
Yeah, but still not as fast as a bullet. That'd be a little unfair if it did go that fast.
Still a firearm regardless.
Just charge the tree before I get hit.
I mean, kinda. What's the distinction between that and a slingshot, though? If it's not a
Or
bullet
even
that's
Hunter with
shooting
his
out?
bow and arrow.
Yeah. Anyway, this challenge is not that great. You just have to wait until Hunter slowly walks over to these monkeys, bash the tree, and they'll fall down. That's it.
Come on.
That's actually probably my biggest issue with Spyro 2. Too many of these missions aren't that great. Like, most of them aren't bad, just a lot of them aren't what I call fun either. Unfortunately, this is probably the worst in the trilogy when it comes to that.
Yeah, I mean, 90% of this mission is just waiting.
Yeah. You occasionally have to dodge a coconut, at least that's what I hope those monkeys are throwing, but that's it.
Hunter chooses like the worst path ever. Back and forth.
Oh, if we're talking about the worst path ever, you are not prepared to what we're going to be seeing in a couple of parts.
Okay.
You are not prepared. It's weird how Hunter has a bow, but he never uses it. There's one mission in this game where he uses it. That's it.
They went for the monkeys. It was his last resort.
That'd be a little violent.
Help him shoot down the monkeys.
You know, I'd say it's violent, but we're constantly burning things to a crisp. And harvesting their inner butterflies.
Spyro has to drag the carcasses back.
One M-rated Spyro. That was gonna happen at some point, by the way. Anyway.
Yeah? Mid 2000s?
Yeah.
Late 2000s?
I think it was like mid to late. I think it was before Skylanders, but it eventually turned into Skylanders. It's called Spyro's Kingdom. I think it was gonna be an MMO or something. I don't know. It's like a really weird direction the series is gonna take, but they canned it. thankfully. That sounds awful. For Spyro, I mean.
I don't know. I want to see it.
So,
Come on. Make it happen. It's not too late.
No. Okay, if we're getting a new Spyro game, I don't want it to be that, because we still haven't had a new Spyro game in years. The last new one was in 2008, and I do not like the Legend of Spyro games, so yeah, I'm starved. Give us more.
I mean, I used to like the first Legend of Spyro when I was really young. That was mainly because it had Frodo Baggins as the voice actor.
I played the.
It's not his real
Elijah
name. It's
Wood.
Elijah Wood, but you know, yeah.
I played the first one, and I thought it was insanely boring. I don't know how people like it. I'm sorry, Legend of Spyro fans. I just don't see the appeal.
I mean, I can kind of understand why I liked it when I was a kid. 'Cause it was kind of like God of War, but for kids.
Okay.
You know?
I unironically think the Werehog is a lot better.
And you can actually do like there's like quick time events and stuff and everything. Like it's literally God of War. Yeah, like a little magic.
Oh no, there's way
got,
less.
like a little special move.
There's way less depth in God of War. Way less. It's a button masher.
Well, yeah.
Wow.
God of War, like you're expected to do.
That's
like,
why I said for kids. I thought that was just kind of implied when I said for kids.
No,
Like, it was kinda like,
I
don't know.
I don't know. I think a God of War type game could work with like, you know, that actually expects more out of you than matching the same button over and over.
I don't know. I'm not saying there couldn't be. I was just saying. Most of the time, people think of it that way.
It's just the way you use the word implied made me think that you were implying that.
I've never played God of War, but like, isn't it kind of similar to Bayonetta?
Honestly, I think Bayonetta is kind of a different beast. I mean, yeah, they're similar in the vein that they're, you know, action games where you beat up a lot of things. But,
Okay, yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
it's just the whole dodging mechanic in general in Bayonetta just makes it feel different. So you get to slow down time and things like that.
Well, my recording's screwed up here. What's going on?
Oh well.
I don't know. I wouldn't say it's unfair to compare it to God of War. But I definitely think it has its own merits.
Fair enough.
It's kind of like the DMC argument. Like you could say the same thing about God of War being like Devil May Cry. Like
you're kind of comparing like if it's a platformer, you're kind of comparing like Mario to Mega Man to like Metroid, like Contra. It's like they're all different.
Yeah, you could do it all day. You could literally do it all day.
Yeah. They're called subgenres. Anyway,
yeah.
Okay, so interesting bit of censorship here. This guy's original name was Bombo, and they changed it to Bob. I think that's hilarious. Bob.
Oh well.
He will always be Bombo to me though. That name is way more interesting. I get why they changed it. I mean, having an you know, an Arabian guy throwing bombs. Yeah, I see the issue with that.
Didn't he throw magic in the original game too? I didn't think it was bombs.
Yeah, he did, but he was still called Bombo, and it's implied there's supposed to be bombs.
He just like quit or something? Like, what? Okay. He just
What'd
like
you
quit.
say? Oh yeah, you chase him back to the end. Basically, you're trying to get his flags back, and you chase him to the end, and when he's cornered, he throws a flag. I don't know. This is considered to be one of the hardest challenges in the game, mostly for the third one. You have to do this 3 times.
Jeez.
And
I think it's pretty easy, honestly.
yeah, I was getting into that. It's actually really easy if you don't rush. If you're constantly charging forward, then actually, yeah, it's pretty hard because you get like no reaction time from when he throws the bomb to when it's, you know, in your face. But if you stop, then it's actually really easy. So if there's any like tight hallways or whatever, it's actually good to slow down.
Okay.
It's almost like the game's trying to teach you something. It's okay to slow down sometimes.
But like when you play this, I understand why people think you have to charge him the entire time because you're chasing him, right? It's weird that he stops.
You're not supposed to babysit it.
Yeah.
I get it. It's like you tell me one thing that then you want me to do the other. I get it.
Also, for some reason, all the human characters in the original Spyro 2 and 3 had pink skin. and that always looked incredibly weird. But honestly, now that they look human, it looks even weirder to me. I guess I expect weird humans in Spyro now. Just putting that out there.
Actually, it's funny in real life how many do's and don'ts kind of contradict each other.
It's context. There he is. There's Bob. He just wants his flag.
Okay, it's not his flag, Jacob. Stop gaslighting us.
Please.
Anyway.
How do
I still can't get over how... I still can't get over how his name is Bob. I pointed this out in my original Reignited video, but they just changed a couple letters and it's Bob. That's so funny to me.
Ooh.
Yeah, that can happen too.
If you get once.
I just think that was funny. You were about to like jump. You had like so much confidence. You were like about to jump over the projectile and get it. And
Yeah.
nope, just hits you in your face.
I suck at Spyro. I'm sorry
Get out of
to.
here.
I've lied to you all.
Better than me.
And it's finally
never seen
over.
again.
Yeah, that. Yeah, like okay. The thing with this level is I like the level itself. Just the objectives aren't that good. I don't enjoy the monkeys and I don't enjoy Bob. I enjoy Bob's name, but not the actual mission.
You're trying to find some enjoyment out of it,
Oh!
so you'll enjoy the name.
Oh, and okay, I haven't brought this up yet. One of my least favorite changes in Reignited is they got rid of the horn. When you 100%ed a level in the original game, you heard like a burr, 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 burr horn, and it was great. I miss it.
It's so empty.
Toys for Bob, how can you do that to us?
It's so empty now. Also,
Oh yeah, I'm trying to get the final skill point.
how do you? Okay.
If you bash all the trees, you get a skill point. And the way you know that is when you beat the game, you get to list all the skill points that went over this. You and your bad memory,
I have
Jacob.
horrendous memory. Well, I have selective horrendous memory.
I mean, they do say once you reach a certain point in your 20s, you start to, what is it? I forget if it's like you degenerate cells or something, or like your IQ starts going
I
down.
thought it happens later in life. Your 20s.
Ha, you're becoming dumber.
Jeez.
I say that, but I'm like 2 months older than him.
But basically, you just like peak and like your growth,
already
and then
peaked.
it's like downhill from there.
Jeez,
Yeah.
thanks for the insurance.
Hey, that's what my boss told me. She's like, hey, if you're having like back problems and whatever already, it's like it only
Jeez.
gets worse from here. I was just like, I'm sorry, but
I'll be
it's
gone in my
true.
40s.
It's like-
Okay, this level has the worst mission in the entire trilogy by far. And we will not be seeing it this part because you need to backtrack it for it later. But it sucks, just putting that out there.
Were those?
I'm just remembering an old memory. Oh my god, I love this one.
Hello there, Mr. Dragon. You're pretty cute.
Okay, so these girls sounded like the stereotypical teenage girl, like, oh my god, that's like so totally cool. They talk like that in the original game, but now they just sound Scottish. Okay, when I played this in front of Dylan, he got insanely annoyed by the bagpipes, so I refused to skip these cutscenes.
Jeez,
Yeah.
that's good.
He said it!
Him just
He said
start
the
singing
thing!
it really loudly.
He said the thing! Thank you for releasing me!
Thick accent
Yeah.
too.
That's what made me die so hard though, because Brendan kept letting the cutscene play, and we were both just.
My favorite detail about those cutscenes, if you look at the pigs in the background, they start dancing along with the music.
Are those pigs dancing?
Not right now, but they will during the cutscene.
What?
You'll see it. Actually, I think here. Yeah, see? Look.
What?
God damn.
And don't worry, I don't skip any of them. Honestly, it was way more obnoxious in the original game. The bagpipes are way louder there. Okay,
You just put in a clip of the original.
yeah, sure, I'll do that. So the original game, those enemies were terrifying. Well, no, they're still terrifying. They're just like normal bushes or trees that they come to life and murder you.
Jesus, that would have given me nightmares as a child.
Yeah. This is one of those levels I refuse to go to because of how scary
I
it
am
was
not
to me.
mowing the lawn.
I feel bad for these kids in today's world. They have we have such good graphics now where like enemies like that are actually terrifying.
I
At
feel
least for a child.
I feel bad. I feel bad for the kids playing A Hat in Time in Queen Vanessa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. For sure.
Yeah, some parent buys the Hat in Time on Switch for their kid. It's like, this will be a nice little game for them to play. And then they get to Queen Vanessa.
It's pretty far in the game too.
Completely
so
traumatized.
You wouldn't think anything of it.
Yeah, it's the only part of the game that's like that. So literally any other level you're fine, but that one, are you gonna sing along everyone?
No, okay.
How many are there?
Because if you don't, I will.
Okay. Go for it, Brendan. I want you to do at least one first.
Okay, I will.
One.
I forgot what I was doing here. I think I might have been checking my phone. Come on, Brendan. There we go. I think I got a notification or something. I don't know.
Dylan texting him.
That happens to record.
No.
No, it wasn't.
Are you recording?
It's now a good time.
You know, there's been a couple times where I saw you guys were recording something, like, I saw you were playing, like, an NES emulator, I knew you were recording Zelda 1 or something, so part of me thought, should I send a Discord message and hope I come up?
You'd be in the recording.
Twice.
Also, you only have one more cue for your
Oh, right,
song.
okay, if I do miss it completely, I'll just go off memory. Because I have it memorized, so I can still do that.
These poor people. Spyro's destroying their home. How could he?
What?
He's blowing up the mountain.
Well, maybe... No, that mountain is covering a building that someone's stuck
their
in.
home.
No, it's not. The building is their home, and the building's
Is
engulfed
it
in the
literally the
mountain.
same model, but like name of a different character?
Friend is locked in this room and lost the key.
Oh yeah, that's a thing all the Spyro games do.
This time of night?
Yeah, I guess it made more sense back in the original PS1 games, but here, in Spyro 1 Reignited, they gave all the dragons unique designs, but honestly, I think they kind of blew all their budget there, because they don't go through the same effort with the other remakes. And I think if they had more time and budget, they probably would have given all the characters unique models.
Even just like a simple thing like a hat or something.
Yeah,
Cool.
yeah.
I mean, to be fair, it still doesn't take away the classic feeling a little bit. Cause like that's kind of
Yeah,
how it
that's
was
true.
in the PS1.
You can argue about
Yeah,
that.
Most
yeah,
of the
but
models were the same.
yeah, but again, Reignited wasn't opposed to doing that in Spyro. That shouldn't have happened. That guy should not. I don't think he's supposed to be able to go down there.
All right, Brendan.
All right. Oh, I did it too quickly. I'm sorry.
Nice.
That was too fast. I'm sorry. I apologize. I didn't do a perfect
We'll
bagpipes
have to restart the
impression.
level.
All right, recording's starting over. All right.
I didn't even hear it. I don't even know if it cut out or anything really.
Okay, so there is a mission here where you're supposed to make a full loop around the level while supercharging and break into that door. But I don't do that immediately because there's a skill point if you happen to make 3 laps. So that is what I'm doing. I almost did this one try, but then this stupid thing happened to me.
I almost feel like some Mario
Yeah.
Kart music is necessary. Mario Circuit.
Yeah, all right, sure, I'll edit that over. So, a lot of people actually consider this to be the hardest skill point, and you guys are babies.
I didn't consider that. What are you talking about?
Well, I'm not talking to you. But yeah, this is considered one of the hardest skill points, and I don't see it. I did this. I would have done this one try if it wasn't for that stupid jump. Anyway, got it. You guys will see this full loop. Again, that's completely unnecessary, but you will see it.
So, do you know all the skill points by heart then, and how to get them? Or do you have like a list you reference?
Yeah, I actually do know all of them. I don't get all of them because some of them are just time trials at the speedways. and I didn't want to
Sorry,
bother
it's just
doing
like
that.
she's in her home, just like spinning her yo-yo, and just dragon just out of nowhere just like careens into her house and destroys the door.
Hey!
And she pays
Yeah.
you for it.
Good times.
Okay, so the rest. Okay, the thing that really sucks about this level is there are 2 missions left. There's the Alchemist mission, which is the one I was alluding to earlier, and then there's a much easier Hunter mission. In order to do the Hunter mission, you need to do the Alchemist mission first so you can free him. But if you happen to leave the level and come back, every mission is undone. So though you can do the Alchemist mission right now, I do not recommend doing that because you can't do the Hunter one. So, theoretically, if you were to do it right now, then you would have to do it a second time when you have the head bash later on. So that's dumb, and they did not fix that for this game.
Your boots into gold, he says. Oh, hi, Spyro.
Okay, I do like that line, but the actual mission to free him sucks. It's probably the worst mission in the series. Well, at least the original trilogy, honestly, there's probably something that beats it in Enter the Dragonfly. Okay, so here, I've played this game a ton, but I never remember where the specific gem thing is. There's a thing, that doorway on the right, over here, that I run away from. That you need to supercharge into there in order to break the metal container and get the gems. I always forget the exact spot, so there's always a good 5 minutes in this level where I'm wandering around looking for it. And that is what I'm doing here, and I happen to be finding other gems in the way. But yeah, the way this level is designed is just in a weird way. It's hard to find all the gems because the lower ground area, just a lot of it looks the same, so it's easy to get it everywhere. You know, get these places confused with each other.
Yeah. I was gonna say, I like the color tone of it, I like the theming of it, but like in terms of like things that like I can identify within the level, it's difficult.
Yeah, honestly, I've been struggling to talk over this part because this is like a string of the 2. I don't want to say worst levels in the game, but yeah, probably worst levels in the game.
It's not a bad level. It's just not compared to everything else. You know.
I think the mission is bad, the one with the alchemist, but that's the only part of the game I think is bad. Well, only part of the level I think is bad, but just the actual act of exploring the level just isn't as good as other levels. Anyway, did it. That is cool though. I like how there is a supercharged path going through the level and you have to jump off to the side at one point. That's a cool idea.
You guys are all enthralled by the song. I'm over here just like that pig, man. That pig's creeping me out.
Okay, so I meant to click on Audacity so I can stop the audio, but I accidentally opened up Movie Studio and I have to wait like 5 seconds for it to load up. Anyway.
Alright, bye guys.
Yay. Bye.
Bye.